The Xbox One X has been sold out here locally for several weeks. Tonight, I was in the store and they happened to have one, and I made an impulse buy. Let's see what I got for my money. Well, I got some advertisements for Xbox Gold and Game Pass. Stuff that most people, if they already had an Xbox, probably already have. The power cable, they've done away with the power brick, which is nice, because let's be honest, ain't nobody got time for that. We got the new, wow, this actually looks a little bit different. It's got a little bit of contour to it. It comes with a couple of batteries, Duracell batteries, so they didn't cheap out on the batteries. Well, they better not. $500 for an Xbox. Just because it's 4K, you can't skimp out on the rest of it. All right, let's get this bad boy out of the box and see what we're working with here. I haven't actually seen one of these in person yet. This is my first time I've seen an Xbox One X in person, and man, I tell you what, it's a slimmer package with a lot less crap in it than the original Xbox had. I have a launch edition of the original Xbox, and I'll tell you what, this thing is heavy. This is way heavier than my original launch edition Xbox. Wow. Well, it is better looking than the launch edition of the Xbox. Take a look at that. That is, I don't know, maybe just because I know it can do everything in 4K that I think that is a piece of art right here. You've got the same standard connections you have on the back of the original Xbox. You've got an HDMI in and out. Unlike the original Xbox, it doesn't use a power brick, so you just plug right in with your cable. This does not appear to have a connection for the Kinect, which is disappointing because my Xbox has a Kinect and I was hoping to use the Kinect with this. But I will have to make sure that that is the case. Huh. If you look very closely here on the side, a very small detail there. It says, "Hello from Seattle, Xbox One X." See, this is why you don't drink before you do YouTube video. Yeah, did I admit that? I did. I'm excited to get this bad boy hooked up to my 4K TV. The reason I bought this is because this is actually supposed to be able to render games in full 4K. There's an update patch for Halo 5. It's supposed to be full 4K. Much better depth as far as you don't lose detail as quickly going out in distance on the game. Currently, the Xbox One, instead of cutting your frame rate, it downscales the game. It downscales the game anywhere from 800p. You could be getting 1080p in a good spot, but once and as soon as the graphics card has to start doing some work, it scales you down to 908 something. And the depth at which you can actually have a lot of detail in the game degrades. So the Xbox One X, if you run the game, you can set it to run at just 1080, and if you set it to run at just 1080, you get incredible depth of detail. Your details, all your textures, all the way out in the distance, they look amazing. The Xbox One X in 4K mode, you don't have as much depth of detail. So you do, the level of detail in your game does disappear at a shorter distance, but the game actually renders at 4K at those shallower depths. So even if you don't have a 4K TV, you're still getting a massive upgrade in the ability of the system and the quality that you're going to get on your TV. So this is also able to stream Netflix and any other streaming service that you have in 4K. I've had a 4K TV for 2 years now, and I've never watched anything in 4K. So I'm really excited to finally get to do that. Now the TV does have apps that will stream Netflix in 4K, but I like it. I'm willing to settle for 1080p if I get surround sound. So I'd rather just go through the Xbox, have surround sound, and enjoy movies in 1080p. But with the Xbox One X, I'm going to be able to have the best of both worlds. I'm going to be able to both stream in 4K and watch movies in and have surround sound too. So I'm very excited to get this hooked up, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.